There's two different kinds of visas. There's an E1 visa, which we consider more of a trade visa, and the E2 visa category, which is an investor visa. The investor is putting funds aside to invest in this business in the United States, but say the investor isn't necessarily the person traveling to the United States to run the business. That's when an essential employee is going to go. E2 and E1 could both have essential employees working for them. The essential employee has to be a citizen of New Zealand. Their family members and children, not necessarily. The primary investor in an E2 visa category must be a national of New Zealand and own at least 50% operating interest in the company. You have to have your funds at risk. Say you're going to sign a lease on a property. You've got everything ready to go, and it says with the funds being held in escrow that these funds will be released to execute this lease agreement upon issuance of the E2 visa. So we're not saying you pay for rent on that place, but you don't know yet if you get to go. But it does mean that those funds are at risk, that there's nothing else they'll be used for, that it's not as easy as just calling the bank and canceling a transaction to turn that off. It must be an actual investment. It has to be real people, real property, real products, real employees. Not just, if I had the money or I had this visa, this is what I would do, but this is what I am going to do, this is what I've already done. And the company itself must have more than the ability to simply take care of you and your family. So that doesn't mean you have to have 100 employees to be a successful business. It does mean probably more than 2 employees, but maybe not in the first 2 years. So the idea here is you have to own the money that's being invested. So it is an existing bank loan where you control the funds and they're in your name. If, for instance, you have a family member who's giving you money to do this investment, they have to have given it to you. Your purpose as the investor in this company is coming to run this business. If you are hiring someone else to be involved in the day-to-day operations of the business, then you don't necessarily need an e-visa. Your employee needs the e-visa to direct and develop the enterprise, but you could probably travel using the visa waiver program or on a B1, B2 business visa. So this is a temporary visa status, similar to some of our other visa categories that have a limited amount of time. Should you not still qualify, or should your business not still qualify for the e-visa, at that point you need to be prepared to return to New Zealand. There is no path to citizenship or to permanent residency in the United States through this visa category. If you're really intending to become a citizen or legal permanent resident of the United States, then there are immigrant visa categories that are going to be a more correct match for you. And some of those are employment-based, but you can't do it through a non-immigrant e-visa.